Hi guys, the Metal Maniac back again, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review of the live album Intermission by Dio. This live album was released in 1986, and it was recorded during the tour for their album Sacred Heart, which is an album I still want to get, by the way. I haven't gotten around to getting that one yet. So before I talk about the songs, I'm going to name off the band members really quick. Oh, that's odd. There aren't any credits for some reason. Usually there are credits, but although I can tell you this, the band members in this lineup of Dio's self-titled band is the same lineup on their first three albums, Holy Diver, Last Line, and Sacred Heart. But I don't know the names of the other band members. Again, for some reason they're not credited on this live album. Anyway, so the live album starts off with the song King of Rock and Roll. Really good song. I love that song. Very good live rendition. I don't know. I think the King of Rock and Roll, I think it's better than the studio version, to be honest. Well, the studio version is, it's okay. I think the live, I don't know. A lot of these songs on this live album are superior to the studio versions. That's usually how it is with most live albums, but anyway, yeah, King of Rock and Roll, great live version. I absolutely love it. The next track is Rainbow in the Dark, one of my favorite Dio songs ever. This live version is just as good as the studio version. Maybe a slightly bit better than the studio version. But yeah, Rainbow in the Dark is awesome. The next track and the last track on side one is Sacred Heart, the main song on the Sacred Heart album. Very good. The studio version, even though it's a little bit more clear, the quality on the in terms of the instrumentation in terms of the live version, I think is way better. But yeah, another great song. Now on side two, Time to Burn. Time to Burn is really the only song on this live album that I don't like. I don't even like the studio version. I've said before that Last in Line, I do not like that album at all. Time to Burn is a song from that album, and, I've already said in another video, I think the ranking video. Yeah, I did a ranking of the Dio albums, and I've said before that I do not like Last in Line. I think it's extremely overrated. But yeah, Time to Burn, again, the only song on this live album I don't like. Next up is something very interesting. Rock and Roll Children, and it's combined with a couple of other songs. Okay, so, yeah, next up is a medley. If you don't know what medleys are, they're basically this really stupid trend that is basically songs chopped up and just fused together. So, in this case, the songs fused together are Rock and Roll Children, Long Live Rock and Roll, and Man on the Silver Mountain. Yeah, it just really ruins the songs. Don't get me wrong, I love the songs in general, but when they're combined and fused together and chopped up, it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know, it's a weird trend that's still going on. Like, it was a trend back in '86, it's still a trend going on, where bands, during a live performance, again, will take pieces of a couple different songs and fuse them together to make one haphazardly put together song, yeah, it does not sound good. I mean, again, the songs themselves sound good. It just doesn't sound good when they're, fused together. So I don't know why the hell this is a thing. Medleys are extremely annoying. I really wish they would kept these songs separate and as whole songs, because I love all these songs. Rock and Roll Children, great song. Long Live Rock and Roll, another great song. And Man on the Silver Mountain is one of my favorite Rainbow songs. But yeah, I really wish they would have kept them as their whole, the entire songs, instead of, fusing them together. But yeah, it's a weird medley. And then the last track is We Rock. We Rock is really, really good. Wait. Hold on. I think I'm messing up the track listing in terms of what these songs are from. Time to Burn. Was Time to Burn... Okay, so it's either We Rock or Time to Burn that's from Last in Line, okay? I don't remember. I don't know. I haven't listened to Last in Line in a long, long time, so I'm kind of the Met track listing on that one's kind of, I'm getting confused. I think We Rock is actually from Last in Line. Maybe it is. I don't know. All I know is that We Rock is a great song. It might be from Last in Line. I don't know why I'm mixing these songs up. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, the album ends with We Rock, which is a great song. But yeah, I love this live album. My thoughts before my final verdict. Oh yeah, almost forgot the artwork. The artwork, it's not much, but it's pretty cool. It's just a still image of Dio fighting the mechanical dragon on stage. Then you get the picture of the band members in the back. So, my thoughts on this album. Pretty good for the most part. Like I said, the only song on here I don't like is Time to Burn. I think it's extremely cheesy. I don't know why, but it's so much of a happy-go-lucky vibe to the song that it comes off as extremely overly cheesy. But yeah, again, Time to Burn is really the only song on this album I don't like. Everything else I love. My only other complaint, like I said before, is the medley. Consisting of Rock and Roll Children, Man on the Silver Mountain, and Long Live Rock and Roll. I wish they would kept those songs separate, as whole songs. Yeah, that's my only other complaint. Everything else is great. Like I said, King of Rock and Roll, great song. Rainbow in the Dark, great song. Sacred Heart, We Rock, and then the songs that are unfortunately chopped up into a medley. As for the sound quality, it's actually really, really good. The only thing I noticed that's kind of weird is the mixing in terms of the audio of the crowd versus the audio of the band on stage. The crowd, while I do like that the crowd noise isn't overwhelming to the point where you can't hear the band that well, it is kind of subdued a little bit too much, whereas you only hear the crowd, at the beginning of the first song, right before the first song starts, in the middle of one song, Rock and Roll Children / the medley, and at the very end, so the crowd noise is there, but it's just so sparse for some reason. It at times doesn't feel natural, but you know what? That's a small nitpick of mine. For the most part, I love this live album. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Most songs on here are really great. Again, my only two complaints is the medley and Time to Burn. I think Time to Burn's not good. But yeah, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.